The gentle journey continues, carrying you now to the very heart of the ancient islands, where time itself seems to slow, becoming a soft, hushed breath. Imagine yourself drifting effortlessly towards a coastline veiled in a perpetual twilight glow, not of dusk, but of an eternal, gentle dawn. These are the sacred islands, born of the cosmic dance of Izanagi and Izanami, their very land imbued with the essence of creation and the quiet wisdom of ages untold. Feel a subtle shift in the air, a warmth that is both comforting and profound. It's the breath of the islands, carrying with it the clean, crisp scent of salt from the distant, calm sea, mingled with the sweet, earthy fragrance of ancient forests. The air here is soft, like a silken veil against your skin, a gentle caress that invites you to release any lingering tension, any worry, any thought that does not serve your peace. You are now gently resting on a shore of finely polished stones, smoothed by countless tides over millennia. Each stone is a soft gray, a deep charcoal, or a creamy white, reflecting the pearlescent light that bathes this tranquil realm. The sound of the waves here is unlike any other, not crashing, not roaring, but a continuous, rhythmic whisper. Shu. It murmurs, a lullaby from the very ocean, a sound that resonates deep within your being, inviting your mind to quiet, to settle, to find its own peaceful rhythm. Listen closely to this soft, persistent rhythm, letting it wash over you, just as the gentle foam washes over the smooth stones. Each receding wave carries away a little more of your wakefulness, a little more of your day's concerns, leaving behind only calm. Above you, the sky is a canvas of soft, diffused light, never harsh, never too bright. It's as if a permanent, benevolent cloud cover filters the sun's rays, turning them into a luminous, milky glow that bathes everything in a dreamlike quality. You might see the faintest blush of pink or lavender at the distant horizon, where the sky meets the endlessly stretching, calm sea. Far, far away, almost blending into the soft sky, are the silhouettes of ancient, tree-covered mountains, their peaks often shrouded in a delicate mist, hinting at the powerful, yet gentle, kami that reside within their venerable forms. These mountain kami watch over the land with silent benevolence, their presence a source of profound stability and peace. A gentle breeze, barely more than a sigh, drifts inland from the sea. It rustles the leaves of the ancient pines that cling to the hillsides, creating a sound like distant, soft chimes, a delicate melody played by nature itself. This breeze carries the faint, sweet scent of unseen blossoms, perhaps a wild camellia or a delicate plum flower, their fragrance weaving an invisible tapestry of peace around you. Feel this breeze softly touch your face, cool your temples, and gently lift away any lingering warmth or discomfort. It is a breath of pure, untainted serenity. As you allow your gaze to wander inland, you see the landscape unfold in gentle, undulating hills, carpeted in an impossibly vibrant green that seems to glow from within under the soft, diffused light. Pathways, not carved by human hand but formed by the quiet passage of time and the gentle flow of water, wind invitingly through groves of ancient trees. These are not grand, imposing trails, but rather faint suggestions, moss-edged whispers leading deeper into the heart of the island's tranquility. Each turn promises another vista of serene beauty, another opportunity for your spirit to sink deeper into profound peace. The air here inland is even softer, losing the crisp edge of the sea salt and becoming infused instead with the deep, grounding aroma of damp earth, rich loam, and verdant growth. It's a scent that speaks of life and renewal, of deep roots and slow, patient growth, all contributing to an overwhelming sense of calm. You might detect the faint, sweet perfume of dew-kissed leaves, or the subtle, clean scent of fresh water flowing nearby. Breathe deeply, letting this pure, clean air fill your lungs, bringing a gentle coolness to your chest, then slowly release it, feeling a wave of relaxation spread throughout your entire being with each exhale. Tall, majestic trees stand as silent guardians, their ancient branches reaching towards the soft sky. Some are gnarled pines, their dark green needles shimmering with a silver sheen in the diffused light, offering a sense of enduring strength and quiet wisdom. Others are elegant maples, their leaves a soft, muted green, promising the gentle blush of autumn yet to come. Though here, in this timeless realm, all seasons coexist in a harmonious, gentle blend. Delicate strands of emerald moss drape gracefully from their limbs, like soft, living curtains, creating shaded sanctuaries beneath their generous canopies. The ground beneath these trees is a soft carpet of velvet moss, inviting you to imagine sinking down into its gentle embrace, feeling the cool, soft cushion beneath you. As you follow an unseen path with your mind's eye, you come across a series of crystal-clear streams, meandering lazily through the landscape. Their waters are so pure, so transparent, that you can see the smooth, colorful pebbles on their beds, polished by countless years of gentle flow. The sound they make is a continuous, soft gurgle, a delicate, liquid music that blends perfectly with the ocean's distant whisper and the rustling leaves. It's the sound of water finding its own path, effortlessly, patiently, a soothing reminder that all things will settle into their natural flow. Small, delicate ferns line the banks, their fronds swaying gently in the subtle currents of the air, creating miniature, verdant landscapes at the water's edge. Deeper within the landscape, where the streams converge into stiller, broader pools, the water becomes like a mirror, perfectly reflecting the milky, luminous sky above. Here, the world feels utterly suspended, serene, and untouched. Perhaps you see the delicate, flat pads of water lilies floating on the surface, their unseen roots anchoring them firmly to the peaceful depths. Sometimes, a tiny, iridescent dragonfly, its wings like spun glass, might hover momentarily above the water, its presence a fleeting, gentle dance of life, before it drifts away, leaving the surface undisturbed once more. The very stones here, beyond the shore, are covered in a rich, emerald moss, giving them a soft, ancient appearance. They seem to belong entirely to the earth, nestled comfortably, as if they have been resting in this very spot for eternity. These moss-covered stones define gentle boundaries, cradle tiny pockets of wildflowers, or simply invite you to sit, to rest, to simply be in their presence. The air around them feels exceptionally still, imbued with an ancient quietude that encourages your own inner silence. Imagine now, in a secluded clearing, a small, weathered wooden torii gate, its vermilion paint softened by centuries of gentle rain and sun, now a muted, earthy red. It stands gracefully, almost hidden amongst the trees, its simple form a silent invitation. It marks a threshold, not to a grand temple, but to a space of profound reverence and quiet contemplation. Beyond it, a faint, winding path, barely visible beneath a carpet of moss, leads to what feels like the very heart of the island's peace. Following this path, you might discover a small, ancient shrine, nestled into the crook of a hill. It's not ornate or imposing, but rather a humble structure of dark, aged wood, blending seamlessly with its natural surroundings. Its roof is gently sloped, perhaps covered in a soft, green moss, and its eaves are adorned with tiny, almost invisible wind chimes that occasionally emit the faintest, most delicate tinkling sound, a pure, crystalline note carried on the breath of the breeze, a sound so gentle it feels like a dream. This is a place where the kami themselves might rest, a sanctuary of profound stillness and benevolent energy. Around the shrine, the vegetation is particularly lush, yet perfectly ordered by nature's own hand. Delicate wild camellias might bloom in soft whites and subtle pinks. The gentle journey continues, carrying you now to the very heart of the ancient islands, where time itself seems to slow, becoming a soft, hushed breath. This is a realm untouched by the hurried pace of the world, a sanctuary where moments stretch into serene eternities. Imagine yourself drifting effortlessly, with an almost imperceptible grace, towards the shimmering veil of the primordial mist. It is not a fog that chills or obscures with harshness, nor a cloud that threatens to dampen or confuse. Instead, it is a soft, luminous presence, a boundless expanse of tender light that beckons with an ethereal glow, like the tender promise of dawn captured and held in suspended animation, eternally poised on the cusp of a beautiful new day. Its invitation is silent, yet profoundly clear, a gentle whisper to release all burdens and simply be. As you draw nearer, the very air around you transforms, softening into a velvety texture that feels akin to the finest silk brushing against your skin or the tenderest touch of a butterfly's wing. This softness is not just a sensation but a pervasive atmosphere that gently embraces you. The familiar edges of the world you knew begin to blur, not in a confusing or disorienting way, but with a graceful, unhurried dissolution, as if the very fabric of reality is gently loosening its hold, allowing you to slip into a state of profound and exquisite peace. The light here is diffuse and pearlescent, an infinitely delicate illumination, a harmonious blend of tender silver and palest gold. It filters through the mist in countless tiny, dancing motes, each one sparkling like forgotten dreams brought back to life, or the shimmering dust of ancient stars. Each minuscule particle of light is a whisper of warmth, a tiny, comforting beacon, softly guiding you deeper and deeper into this tranquil, benevolent embrace. This light carries no glare, no intensity, only a soothing, consistent radiance that invites your eyes to rest. You feel yourself becoming utterly weightless, no longer bound by gravity or any earthly constraint. Instead, you are cradled by an invisible current, a gentle, rhythmic undulation that carries you further inward, deeper into the heart of this soft expanse. The sensation is one of exquisite freedom, a serene detachment from any earthly concern, any lingering worry, any sense of obligation. Your body feels light, buoyant, as if it has become one with the air itself, floating without effort or resistance, perfectly suspended in a state of grace. The mist itself now surrounds you completely, a boundless expanse of soft, luminous cloud that extends in every direction, as far as your inner eye can perceive. It doesn't feel cold or damp, but rather like a warm, ethereal blanket, woven from the purest essence of peace and primordial calm. It wraps around you with an almost maternal tenderness, a comforting presence that knows no beginning and no end, only perpetual, gentle embrace. This is the very breath of creation itself, a realm of pure potential, a sacred space existing before the first island solidified from the deep, before the first deity stirred from slumber, before any form or structure took shape. It is the sacred quietude from which all beauty and harmony eventually emerged, a womb of nascent wonders. Within this boundless expanse, all external sounds are utterly muted, softened to barely audible murmurs, like distant sighs of contentment carried on an unseen breeze, or the whisper of unseen wings in a faraway, peaceful dream. The world outside, with its clamor and its demands, its responsibilities and its fleeting moments of discord, recedes utterly, dissolving into the vastness, leaving only this exquisite silence. This profound quietude is punctuated only by the gentle rhythmic hum of your own peaceful breath, a soft, reassuring rhythm that anchors you in the present moment of pure tranquility. Each inhalation is a deep, cleansing draught of serenity, filling your lungs with the pure, clean essence of this ancient, pristine realm. And each exhalation releases any lingering tension, any stray thought, any shadow of a care, dissolving them effortlessly into the vast, benevolent mist around you. The scent that permeates this sacred space is indescribably pure and fresh, a delicate perfume that evokes the clean, damp earth after a soft, refreshing rain, interwoven with the subtle, sweet fragrance of unseen blossoms that bloom only in the realm of dreams and the deepest, most tranquil corners of the imagination. It is a fragrance that cleanses and revitalizes not just your senses, but your very spirit, filling your being with a profound sense of natural harmony and pristine calm, a deep connection to the earth's most tender beginnings. There is also a faint, almost imperceptible warmth that emanates from the mist itself, a gentle, pervasive heat that permeates every layer of your being. It soothes every muscle, every nerve ending, melting away any last trace of stiffness or discomfort. It feels as though you are immersed in a warm bath, but one made of pure light and air, completely enveloping you in its tender, healing embrace, holding you in a state of perfect ease. The scent that permeates this sacred space is indescribably pure and fresh, a delicate perfume that evokes the clean, damp earth after a soft, refreshing rain, interwoven with the subtle, sweet fragrance of unseen blossoms that bloom only in the realm of dreams and the deepest, most tranquil corners of the imagination. It is a fragrance that cleanses and revitalizes not just your senses, but your very spirit, filling your being with a profound sense of natural harmony and pristine calm, a deep connection to the earth's most tender beginnings. There is also a faint, almost imperceptible warmth that emanates from the mist itself, a gentle, pervasive heat that permeates every layer of your being. It soothes every muscle, every nerve ending, melting away any last trace of stiffness or discomfort. It feels as though you are immersed in a warm bath, but one made of pure light and air, completely enveloping you in its tender, healing embrace, holding you in a state of perfect ease. As you drift deeper, effortlessly surrendering to the mist's gentle guidance, the boundaries between yourself and the mist begin to beautifully dissolve. You are not merely in the mist, you are becoming part of it, an integral thread in its luminous tapestry. Your consciousness expands, effortlessly stretching, becoming as vast and serene as the primordial expanse itself. In this state of unity, there is no need to think, no need to strive, no need to perform, no need to be anything other than what you are in this moment. A being of pure light, effortlessly floating in the heart of ancient tranquility. The gentle undulations of the mist become your own movements, a slow, graceful, intuitive dance without choreography, guided only by the serene, timeless current that flows through this sacred space. Every cell in your body seems to hum with a quiet, peaceful resonance, perfectly aligned with the tranquil rhythm of the mist. Imagine the exquisite feeling of the mist softly caressing your eyelids, its ethereal touch coaxing them gently closed, if they are not already. Each touch is a lullaby, a soft, tender suggestion to surrender completely to the deep, restorative peace that awaits you, a peace that has been here since the dawn of time. You feel a profound and absolute sense of safety, of being utterly protected and held within an embrace that is both limitless and infinitely tender. This mist remembers the dawn of all things, the very first gentle stirrings of existence, and within its embrace, there is only the promise of gentle beginnings and peaceful endings. It cradles you with an understanding that transcends words, an ancient, profound wisdom that whispers of ultimate rest, of deep renewal, and of unconditional acceptance. All is well, and you are exactly where you are meant to be. The light continues to filter through the boundless mist, now shifting subtly, with exquisite grace, from its initial pearlescent silver to a deeper, more comforting golden hue. It is like the fading, warm light of a perfect sunset, stretching on endlessly, never quite vanishing, perpetually bathing you in its tender glow. This inner light paints the inside of your closed eyelids with soft, shifting patterns, beautiful and abstract, like living tapestries woven from pure serenity, created just for you. You are witnessing the very essence of quiet beauty, a spectacle meant only for the inner eye, a vision of profound peace that resonates deep within your soul, calming every agitated impulse, soothing every frayed nerve. These patterns are not demanding of your attention, but rather invite a gentle observation, allowing your mind to simply float, untethered by thought. Every fiber of your being relaxes even further, unfurling like a delicate blossom in the gentle warmth of the sun after a long night, opening effortlessly to receive the light and peace. Your mind, which might once have been a busy river of thoughts, now slows to a tranquil pond, its surface smooth and perfectly still, reflecting only the calm, unblemished beauty. The gentle current that has carried you thus far now guides you to a most sacred threshold, a place where the veil between worlds thins to a shimmering whisper, almost imperceptible, yet profoundly felt. You are drawn effortlessly, not by effort or will, but by an unseen, benevolent hand, a tender touch that guides you with utmost care into the very heart of what feels like an eternal dawn, or perhaps a perpetual, tranquil twilight. Here, the very essence of time seems to soften, stretching into an endless, serene moment. The air itself takes on a luminous quality, saturated with a soft, pervasive warmth that feels less like heat and more like a profound, all-encompassing embrace. It is a warmth that penetrates gently, not to stir, but to soothe, dissolving any lingering chill or discomfort from your journey. This is the sacred realm touched by Amaterasu, the revered sun goddess, not in her full, vibrant midday glory that might dazzle and demand attention, but in her most tender, nurturing aspect, as if she herself is settling into a profound and golden slumber, extending her peaceful energy to all who enter this hallowed space. Her presence here is a quiet reassurance, a soft, golden glow that promises ultimate rest and gentle renewal. As you drift further, with a sensation lighter than air, the landscape unfurls around you like a scroll of ancient silk, slowly revealing its hidden wonders, painted in the most delicate hues of amber, rose gold, and the softest pearlescent white. It is a panorama designed for tranquility, a vision that calms the eyes and soothes the soul. You find yourself not on a bustling shore, but amidst a boundless expanse of gently rolling hills and valleys, each slope a soft undulation, a graceful curve that invites the gaze to wander without effort. Every surface is carpeted in a moss that glows with an inner, ethereal light, feeling impossibly soft, like spun moonlight or the downiest cloud beneath your weary spirit. With each gentle breath, you can almost imagine sinking deeper into its comforting embrace. Towering trees, their forms ancient and elegant, reach skyward with a quiet majesty, their branches spreading like welcoming arms. Their leaves are not green, as in the waking world, but a spectrum of burnished bronze and shimmering gold, catching and refracting the ambient light into a dazzling, yet utterly calming, display of soft, shifting brilliance. Each leaf seems to whisper secrets of time immemorial, stories of countless peaceful ages, their soft rustling a gentle, continuous lullaby carried on the silken, barely there breeze, an invitation to simply listen and let go. The entire vista is one of endless, serene beauty, a sanctuary for the senses. The light here is unlike any you have known, a truly unique phenomenon that bathes everything in its tender glow. It is a luminous balm, a liquid gold that pours over every surface, softening every edge, dissolving every shadow into a gentle, harmonious gradient of warmth. There is no harshness, no piercing brightness of a summer noon that might strain the eyes, but rather the gentle, caressing glow of a sun just rising, its first tender kiss awakening the world, or perhaps just gracefully dipping below the horizon, extending its lingering, tender kiss across the world as it bids a soft farewell. This golden light permeates the very air you breathe, filling your lungs not just with oxygen, but with a profound and exquisite sense of peace that settles deep within your core. You feel this golden light settling upon your skin, a comforting weightlessness, a silken touch that seems to penetrate softly, dissolving any lingering tension in your shoulders, your brow, your very core. It feels like being wrapped in a blanket woven from the sun's kindest, most benevolent rays, imbued with Amaterasu's quiet, watchful presence, a silent guardian of your peace. Every fiber of your being seems to sigh in relief, absorbing this gentle radiance as if it were the purest form of nourishment for your soul, leaving you feeling utterly cherished and profoundly at ease. A subtle, exquisite fragrance drifts on the air, an ethereal perfume that seems to have no single source yet is everywhere, a delicate blend of unseen blossoms whose petals unfurl in slow motion, releasing their sweet, calming essences, and the crisp, fresh, pure mountain air, infused with the faint, earthy scent of ancient, hallowed ground, deeply rooted in tranquility. It is a scent that calms the mind as if by magic, inviting your thoughts to slow their rapid dance, to unfurl gently like a precious scroll, and then to softly dissipate like morning mist dissolving into the golden glow, leaving behind only clarity and peace. With each breath, this serene aroma fills you, purifying and soothing, cleansing your inner landscape and preparing your spirit for an even deeper, more profound descent into tranquility. The sounds are equally gentle, a delicate symphony designed to lull and comfort, a distant, melodious chime that seems to resonate from the very heart of the golden light itself, a sound so pure and clear it could be the echo of a forgotten dream, the softest murmur of a hidden stream, its waters trickling over smooth, sun-warmed stones with a quiet, rhythmic cadence, and the almost imperceptible flutter of delicate, iridescent wings belonging to creatures of pure light, their movements like living jewels in the ambient glow. These sounds do not demand attention but rather invite a gentle letting go, blending into a seamless, harmonious symphony of peace that wraps around you like a soft, invisible shawl, guiding you deeper into stillness. You are drawn effortlessly, as if by an invisible thread of pure serenity, towards a serene clearing, a natural haven where the golden light seems to gather and intensify, not in a dazzling flash or a sudden burst, but in a deeper, richer, more profound warmth. It is as though the very essence of Amaterasu's slumber concentrates here, creating a focal point of ultimate peace. Here, a cluster of ancient cherry trees, their forms steeped in timeless wisdom, stand in quiet vigil. Their blossoms, eternally open in this magical realm, unfurl petals of softest gold and pale rose, showering the ground in a continuous, gentle rain of luminous beauty. Each petal, as it drifts downwards with a feather-light grace, catches the ambient light, sparkling briefly like a tiny, ephemeral star, a fleeting moment of pure wonder, before settling silently onto the soft, glowing carpet beneath. The air around these trees feels particularly vibrant, yet utterly calm, charged with a palpable sense of ancient blessing and quiet joy. You feel an irresistible urge to rest, to surrender completely to the profound peace that emanates from this sacred space, a peace that seems to ripple outwards, inviting you to release all burdens and simply be. There is an unspoken invitation in the air, a gentle pull towards absolute repose, a feeling of coming home to a place you've always known, where every breath is a soft sigh of contentment. As you allow yourself to sink down, perhaps onto a bed of glowing moss that yields like the softest down, cushioning your entire being, or beside a smooth, cool stone that has absorbed centuries of golden warmth, radiating a gentle comfort, a feeling of absolute security washes over you. This is a place beyond worry, beyond the reach of any disturbance, a sanctuary where nothing can intrude upon your peace. You are cradled within Amaterasu's benevolent energy, her golden slumber mirroring the deep, restorative rest that now begins to envelop you entirely. The very light itself seems to hum a gentle lullaby, a silent, vibrational song that resonates through every fiber of your being, coaxing your muscles to release their hold, every knot and tension unraveling with exquisite slowness. Your mind, once perhaps a busy stream of thoughts, is invited to quiet its chatter, the mental noise softly fading like echoes in a distant valley. And your heart, with each beat, slows to a steady, serene rhythm, a drumbeat of contentment and profound peace. There is no need for effort, no need for striving. Simply allow yourself to be held, to be soothed, to be completely at peace within this luminous embrace. Imagine this golden light as a soft, comforting wave, imbued with the purest essence of peace and tranquility, washing over you from the very crown of your head. Feel it gently touching your scalp, soothing every hair follicle, then flowing down through your forehead, smoothing away any lines of thought, any trace of concern, leaving behind a smooth, calm expanse. Let this golden wave drift past your eyes, encouraging them to gently close, softly surrendering to the darkness behind your eyelids, a darkness that is itself filled with a gentle, inner glow. Feel it flowing down your neck, releasing any stiffness, any lingering tension, allowing your head to feel light and perfectly supported. Then, let this wave of golden warmth continue its journey into your shoulders, melting away all burdens, all responsibilities, as if they were made of mist, dissolving into the luminous air. Allow this gentle warmth to pour down your arms, through your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, into your hands, and to the very tips of your fingers, softening and relaxing every tiny joint, every muscle, until your hands feel utterly relaxed and weightless. Then, feel this exquisite, gentle warmth moving down your torso, easing your chest, allowing your breath to deepen and become utterly calm, expanding and contracting with effortless grace. Let it continue into your abdomen, releasing any tension held within, softening your stomach, your lower back, your entire core, until you feel completely open and at ease. This wave of golden light flows through your hips, releasing any tightness, allowing them to feel open and relaxed, like blooming flowers. It continues its journey down your legs, through your thighs, your knees, your calves, until it reaches your ankles, your feet, and out through the very tips of your toes, grounding you to this incredibly peaceful realm. Each part of your body, touched by this golden light, becomes lighter, softer, more profoundly relaxed. You are dissolving into comfort, surrendering to absolute peace. You are now completely immersed in Amaterasu's golden slumber, a state of grace and profound tranquility. The world outside this sacred space, with all its demands and distractions, fades into an indistinct dream, a distant echo that holds no power over you. All that remains is the exquisite warmth that cradles you, the profound peace that fills you, the gentle sounds that lull you, and the soft, beautiful light that illuminates your inner world. You are safe, utterly protected, cherished beyond measure, and completely at rest. As the golden light continues to envelop you, growing softer, deeper, like the most perfect, tranquil sunset that stretches endlessly across a serene horizon, you feel your consciousness gently dissolving, drifting like one of the golden petals into the boundless, beautiful quiet. There is no effort. The gentle current that has carried you thus far now guides you to a most sacred threshold, a place where the veil between worlds thins to a shimmering whisper, almost imperceptible, yet profoundly felt. Here, the very air hums with a silent, ancient magic, a soft invitation to step beyond the ordinary and into a realm touched by the divine. You drift effortlessly forward, the subtle barrier parting like mist before a dream, and with each breath, you find yourself enveloped in an atmosphere of profound serenity, a tranquility so deep it feels like coming home. As you cross this invisible threshold, the gentle, warm light that guided you from the sun's embrace softens, transforming seamlessly into a cool, silver luminescence. This is the gentle dominion of Tsukuyami, the moon god, and his silvered veil now tenderly descends around you. It isn't darkness, but rather an exquisite tapestry of muted tones, where shadows are not menacing, but simply deeper shades of peace. The world around you is bathed in a soft, pearlescent glow, as if the very air has been spun from moonlight and stardust. Every surface gleams with an ethereal sheen, reflecting the pervasive, gentle radiance that flows from an unseen, magnificent moon. Look around, and let your eyes drink in this breathtaking panorama. You find yourself in an expansive, tranquil garden, unlike any you've ever seen. It is a garden sculpted by dreams and illuminated by the most tender of lights. Ancient, gnarled pine trees, their branches gracefully sweeping downwards, stand like silent guardians, their needles shimmering with tiny, dew-kissed pearls. Each delicate needle catches the silver light, creating a myriad of tiny, sparkling points, a living, breathing constellation spread across the earth. Beneath their venerable boughs, beds of moss, impossibly green even in this moonlit realm, unfurl like velvet carpets, inviting your bare feet to sink into their cool, yielding softness. The air here is subtly cooler, carrying the crisp, clean scent of pure night, mingled with the delicate perfume of blossoms that only dare to open their petals under Tsukuyami's gaze. Imagine the faint, sweet aroma of night-blooming jasmine, intertwining with the earthy, calming scent of damp stone and fresh, cool water. Ahead, a wide, still pond stretches out, its surface a perfect mirror of the sky above. Here, the silvered veil truly reveals its magic. The pond reflects not just the magnificent, full moon that now hovers directly overhead, a luminous orb of purest pearl, but also an entire galaxy of stars, each one a tiny, shimmering diamond. The reflection is so clear, so utterly pristine, that it feels as though you are suspended between two cosmic oceans, one above, one below. Ripples, almost imperceptible, occasionally spread across the water's surface, like whispered secrets, momentarily distorting the celestial tableau into fluid, silvered brushstrokes, only to settle back into perfect stillness once more. On the banks of this moonlit pond, delicate iris flowers, in shades of palest lavender and deepest indigo, stand tall and elegant, their petals unfurling in slow, silent reverence to the night. Their slender leaves, kissed by the moonlight, seem to glow from within, adding subtle touches of color to the otherwise monochromatic beauty of this sacred space. A gentle breeze, no more than a sigh, meanders through the garden. It carries with it the softest, most melodious sounds. Listen closely. The rustle of bamboo leaves, a whisper like silk against silk, creates a natural, rhythmic lullaby, a sound so utterly soothing it encourages your mind to quieten, to simply be. Somewhere in the distance, perhaps from a hidden temple nestled amongst the hills, the faint, resonant chime of a wind bell drifts on the breeze, a single, clear note that vibrates through the air, then fades into the soft silence, leaving behind a lingering echo of peace. This harmony of sound and stillness is a balm to your weary soul, a gentle reassurance that all is well, that you are perfectly safe, perfectly held. As you slowly walk along a path made of smooth, polished river stones, each one cool and comforting beneath your touch, you notice how the moonlight paints intricate patterns on the ground. The shadows cast by the bamboo stalks are long and elegant, dancing with the slightest movement of the air, creating a living, breathing artwork that shifts and changes with grace. The path leads you deeper into the garden, to a small, exquisitely crafted wooden pavilion, open on all sides. It stands like a serene island of tranquility, built from aged, dark wood that has absorbed countless nights of moonlight, now radiating a gentle warmth. Within the pavilion, soft cushions, woven from the finest, silken threads, are arranged invitingly. They seem to beckon you to rest, to let go of any lingering tension. You settle onto one of these cushions, feeling its exquisite softness embrace you. The silk is cool against your skin, then gradually warms to your body temperature, providing a comforting sense of support and gentle enclosure. From this vantage point, you have an unparalleled view of the moonlit garden. You can see the pond, now a vast sheet of liquid silver, reflecting the moon in its perfect entirety. You can see the silhouettes of the ancient pines, their forms strong and steadfast against the luminous sky. And you can feel the subtle, pervasive energy of Tsukuyami, a silent, watchful presence that brings with it a profound sense of calm and protection. His silvered veil is not just the moonlight, but the very essence of this peaceful night, a blanket woven from peace, quiet, and gentle dreams, carefully laid over the world to soothe all living things to rest. Allow your gaze to soften, to blur the edges of what you see, and simply absorb the feeling of this place. The cool, clean air fills your lungs with each slow, deep breath, cleansing your mind, releasing any lingering thoughts of the day. With every exhale, imagine any tension, any worry, any hurriedness, simply melting away, dissolving into the gentle, silver light. Feel the exquisite calm seeping into every cell of your body, relaxing your muscles, smoothing your brow, softening your jaw. The gentle, rhythmic sounds of the night, the distant chime, the rustling bamboo, the almost inaudible whisper of the breeze, become part of your own slowing rhythm, guiding you towards a state of effortless relaxation. Here, under Tsukuyami's silvered veil, time itself seems to slow, to stretch out into an endless present moment of peace. There is nowhere you need to be, nothing you need to do, save to simply exist in this profound tranquility. The gentle, pervasive light holds you, surrounds you, protects you. It encourages your mind to release its hold on the waking world, to drift into the liminal space between consciousness and sleep. Let the silver light wash over you, a gentle balm for your eyes, your mind, your heart. It is a light that nourishes dreams, a light that fosters deep, restorative rest. You are a part of this moonlit landscape, as still and peaceful as the pond, as resilient as the ancient pines, as delicate and fragrant as the night-blooming flowers. Let the soft, cool air caress your skin. Let the gentle sounds whisper you into deeper states of calm. The silvered veil wraps around you now, a cocoon of absolute peace, inviting you to surrender fully to the embrace of the tranquil night. The gentle current that has carried you thus far now guides you to a most sacred threshold, a place where the veil between worlds thins to a shimmering whisper, almost imperceptible, yet profoundly felt. The final, soft ripples of the water lap gently at your feet, a tender farewell, as you slowly, effortlessly step from the cool embrace of the stream onto the soft, yielding earth of the forest floor. The transition is seamless, a smooth shift from one tranquil element to another, as if the very ground has been prepared to welcome you. Before your eyes, the ancient, mystical expanse known only as the Forest of Whispering Kami unfolds, a boundless tapestry of greens and gentle shadows, inviting you into its serene depths. A profound stillness greets you, a silence so deep it feels like a soft, comforting blanket, woven from peace itself, wrapping gently around your entire being. This is not an empty silence, but one rich with unseen life, a quiet hum of existence that resonates deep within your soul. The air here is distinctly different, imbued with a delicate, grounding fragrance of damp, rich soil, the sweet, resinous scent of aged cedar, and the subtle, elusive perfume of unseen forest flowers that bloom in hidden nooks. Each breath you take is cool and pure, an invigorating yet profoundly calming elixir that cleanses your lungs and draws you deeper into a state of serene tranquility. With every inhale, a sense of calm permeates your body, and with every exhale, any lingering tension gently dissipates, leaving you feeling lighter, more peaceful. Above you, the canopy of towering, ancient trees forms a vast, intricate cathedral ceiling, a natural masterpiece crafted over centuries. Their branches, thick and gnarled, are interwoven with a delicate precision, reaching towards the heavens like wise, protective arms, forming an ethereal dome of living green. Sunlight, a gentle, golden cascade, filters through a million emerald leaves, each one a tiny prism, descending in soft, dappled patches upon the forest floor. These shifting patterns of warm gold and verdant green dance across the moss and fallen leaves, painting the world in ever-changing hues, creating an atmosphere of gentle, luminous magic. It's a light that doesn't harshly illuminate but rather embraces, softening every shadow, making the entire forest glow with an inner luminescence, as if holding a secret, gentle light within its very heart. The play of light and shadow is like a slow, hypnotic breath, pulling you further into the forest's quiet embrace. Your path is not paved, but rather a gentle, winding trail of compressed earth, cushioned by layers of soft, decaying leaves from countless seasons past and velvet-soft moss that stretches like an ancient carpet. Each step you take feels effortlessly light, almost buoyant, as if the forest itself is supporting you, lifting your feet and guiding you deeper into its embrace. The ground beneath your feet is cool and yielding, a comforting texture that speaks of ancient peace and timeless cycles, of growth and gentle decay, of an unbroken rhythm that has existed for millennia. There is no urgency here, no need for haste, no external pressure to move quickly. The rhythm of the forest is slow, deliberate, inviting you to simply be, to exist in the present moment, allowing the gentle flow of time to carry you without effort. You find yourself moving with an innate grace, a natural harmony with the quiet pulse of this sacred place. As you venture further, the subtle sounds of the forest begin to reveal themselves, not as sharp interruptions, but as harmonious elements of the overarching piece. The gentle rustle of leaves high above, stirred by a breeze so delicate it feels like a silken whisper against your cheek, becomes a soothing lullaby, a soft, undulating chorus that cradles your thoughts. Distant, soft chirps from unseen birds, perhaps a tiny warbler's sweet trill or a dove's gentle coo, are melodic punctuation marks in the forest's quiet song, never startling, always calming, fading in and out like notes in a dream. You might hear the faint, almost imperceptible trickle of a hidden stream, its gentle murmur adding another layer to the symphony of serenity, a constant, soft whisper of moving water that speaks of purity and flow. These are the whispers of the kami, the benevolent nature spirits that reside within every tree, every stone, every drop of water in this sacred wood. They do not speak in words, but in feelings, in the gentle brush of the wind, in the warmth of the dappled light, in the profound sense of peace that settles upon you, a silent communication that transcends language and speaks directly to your heart. Their presence is a comforting hum, a gentle reassurance that all is well. The trees themselves seem to breathe with a knowing silence, their ancient trunks covered in intricate patterns of moss and lichen, telling stories of centuries gone by in their silent, textured language. Some are slender and elegant, their smooth bark reaching gracefully upwards towards the light, embodying a delicate strength. Others are broad and gnarled, their massive roots anchoring them deeply to the earth, spreading like ancient veins across the forest floor, symbols of enduring strength and timeless wisdom. Each tree feels like a silent guardian, its venerable presence radiating a protective calm that washes over you, dissolving any lingering tension, any fragments of worry that might have clung to your mind. You find yourself gazing at the sheer variety of greens, emerald, jade, sage, olive, viridian, chartreuse, a palette so rich and diverse it feels as if the forest is a living, breathing work of art, constantly unfolding its beauty, inviting your eyes to rest upon its natural splendor. The air around these ancient sentinels feels particularly pure, imbued with their deep, quiet breath. Small, crystal-clear pools of water occasionally appear beside your path, their surfaces like polished mirrors, perfectly reflecting the towering canopy above, creating an illusion of boundless depth and serenity. The reflections are so perfect, they seem to double the beauty of the forest, inviting your gaze to linger. Here and there, delicate ferns unfurl their intricate fronds, like miniature green sculptures, glistening with tiny beads of dew that catch the filtered sunlight, adding to the pristine beauty of this sanctuary. Perhaps you notice a cluster of luminous, otherworldly mushrooms, glowing with a soft, ethereal light from beneath a fallen log, like tiny lanterns placed by unseen hands to gently guide your way. These are not ordinary mushrooms. They are infused with the gentle magic of the kami, radiating a subtle, comforting warmth, a soft, inviting glow that banishes any hint of darkness. They seem to pulse with a quiet, living energy, a silent beacon of peace. The forest floor is a tapestry of natural wonders, a soft, resilient carpet of life. Beneath your gently moving feet, you might feel the cool smoothness of small, round river stones, polished by unseen currents, or the yielding softness of deep moss cushions. Delicate wildflowers, tiny jewels of white, violet, or pale yellow, peek out from beneath broad leaves, their subtle beauty adding to the forest's quiet charm. Every detail, no matter how small, contributes to the overwhelming sense of peace and natural harmony. A gentle breeze, almost imperceptible, carries the faint, sweet scent of pine and damp earth, a fragrance that feels both ancient and eternally fresh, a scent that whispers of deep roots and endless cycles of life. The air remains consistently fresh and clean, each inhale bringing a deeper sense of relaxation, each exhale releasing any worries you might carry, any remnants of the outside world. It is as if the forest itself is breathing with you, in perfect synchronicity, its vast, gentle lungs expanding and contracting with your own, guiding your body and mind towards a state of profound rest. You feel completely safe, completely embraced, completely at peace within this ancient, hallowed space. There is no need for vigilance, no need for guard. The presence of the kami is not something to be feared, but to be felt, a gentle, benevolent energy that permeates every atom of the forest, offering solace and quietude, a loving embrace. They are the guardians of stillness, the keepers of dreams, and their whispers are the soft assurances that all is well, that you are exactly where you are meant to be, held in the cradle of creation. As you continue your slow, unhurried journey, the sense of timelessness deepens, settling over you like the softest evening mist. The concept of hours or minutes fades away, replaced by the gentle, eternal rhythm of the forest, the slow dance of light and shadow, the quiet cycle of growth and rest. You are simply moving through beauty, allowing your senses to absorb every. The gentle current that has carried you thus far now guides you to a most sacred threshold, a place where the veil between worlds thins to a shimmering whisper, almost imperceptible, yet profoundly felt. As you drift closer, the very air around you seems to transform, softening, growing cooler yet simultaneously infused with a subtle warmth that cradles you. The soft, rhythmic lapping of the water against unseen banks becomes a hushed prelude to a new symphony, a melody that begins not with a grand overture, but with the most delicate of invitations. A new scent, clean and verdant, begins to unfurl around you, carrying the fresh, earthy aroma of damp soil and the sweet, almost ethereal perfume of countless green stalks. It is a fragrance that speaks of ancient growth, of life thriving in perfect harmony, deep within the heart of a secluded realm. The gentle current, your unwavering guide, nudges you forward, and as you pass beyond the shimmering veil, the world shifts in the most exquisite way imaginable. You are no longer merely approaching, you are now enveloped. Towering above you, reaching towards the heavens in graceful, unbroken lines, stands an impossibly vast forest of bamboo. Each stalk, a pillar of vibrant jade and emerald, rises with an elegant curve, their surfaces smooth and cool, reflecting the filtered light in a dance of subtle greens. They stand shoulder to shoulder, yet never feel crowded, creating instead a cathedral of nature, an endless corridor of living columns that stretch as far as the eye can perceive, both left and right, forward and back. The light here is unlike any you have known. The direct glare of the sun is entirely softened, diffused by the countless layers of delicate bamboo leaves overhead. Instead, a luminous, emerald glow permeates the space, dappling the ground in shifting patterns of light and shadow, like an intricate, ever-changing mosaic. Patches of warm, golden sunlight manage to pierce through in places, creating brilliant coins of light on the forest floor, inviting your gaze to wander and discover the quiet beauty in every detail. It is a light that soothes the eyes, calming the mind, a perpetual twilight that feels utterly safe and serene. And then the sound begins. It is the very heart of this place, the bamboo's gentle melody, that gives this sacred grove its name. A soft, continuous whisper, carried on an imperceptible breeze, weaves its way through the countless leaves, creating a sound like a million silken scarves rustling in unison. It is a sound that is both near and far, enveloping you completely, yet never overwhelming. It is the sound of nature breathing, a living lullaby. As the gentle breeze strengthens just a fraction, the individual bamboo stalks begin their own slow, deliberate dance. They sway with a languid grace, their hollow forms rubbing gently against one another, producing a series of soft, resonant creaks and murmurs. Each sound is unique, a low, woody hum that resonates deep within the stillness, like the quiet strumming of a colossal, natural harp. Some stalks emit a higher-pitched, almost musical whistle as the wind passes through tiny fissures, adding delicate flutes to the symphony. Others offer a deeper, more resonant sigh, like ancient voices murmuring secrets to the earth. This is not a cacophony, but a perfectly orchestrated chorus. The rustling leaves are the violins, the creaking stalks the cellos and double basses, and the whistling wind the gentle flutes. Together, they form a living, breathing melody, constantly evolving, never repeating exactly, yet always maintaining its core essence of profound peace. It feels as though the very spirits of the forest are singing, a timeless chant woven from the threads of wind and wood. You find yourself drawn deeper into this emerald sanctuary. Your steps, if you were to take them, would be light and unhurried. The ground beneath you is soft, cushioned by a thick, velvety carpet of moss and fallen bamboo leaves that have long since returned to the earth. Each step would be met with a gentle give, a comforting softness that reinforces the feeling of being utterly supported and cherished by this ancient grove. Perhaps a winding path, barely discernible, guides you forward, paved with smooth, river-worn pebbles that gleam subtly in the filtered light. The air here is wonderfully fresh, crisp, and clean, carrying that intoxicating scent of bamboo and damp earth. It fills your lungs with a restorative coolness, yet it is never cold. It is the perfect temperature, a gentle embrace that invigorates the senses while simultaneously inviting deep relaxation. You feel a subtle energy coursing through you, not one of excitement, but of quiet strength and profound tranquility. It is the energy of life itself, flowing gently through the ancient roots and soaring stalks of this sacred forest. As you allow your gaze to drift upwards, the sheer height of the bamboo is breathtaking. They seem to reach endlessly, their tips disappearing into the soft, luminous haze overhead, as if they are whispering directly to the heavens. The sky is a distant, pale blue glimpsed through the dense canopy, like fragments of a precious sapphire. Occasionally, a single, perfectly formed bamboo leaf drifts slowly downwards, twirling gracefully in the still air before landing silently on the mossy ground. A fleeting, tender moment in this eternal dance. There is a sense of timelessness here, a feeling that this bamboo forest has stood for millennia, witnessing countless cycles of sun and moon, wind and rain. It embodies the enduring strength and flexibility that is so revered in Japanese culture. You feel utterly safe, completely protected within its embrace. The world outside, with all its demands and distractions, fades into an indistinct hum, replaced by the all-encompassing, soothing balm of the bamboo's gentle melody. This symphony of nature is your lullaby now. The rhythmic rustling, the soft creaks, the subtle whistles, they merge into a single, seamless soundscape that washes over you, smoothing away any lingering thoughts, any small tensions that might still reside within you. Each breath you take is deeper, slower, perfectly synchronized with the gentle rhythm of the forest. You feel your muscles begin to relax even further, your limbs growing heavy and warm, sinking deeper into the soft support beneath you. Allow yourself to simply be present here, in this sacred bamboo grove. Let the emerald light bathe your spirit, let the pure air cleanse your mind, and let the gentle melody of the bamboo cradle you in its unwavering peace. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, only this moment of perfect serenity. The rustling whispers invite you to close your eyes, to surrender to the profound calm that permeates every fiber of this ancient place. The bamboo sings its softest song, a tender invitation to deep, restorative rest. You are safe. You are at peace. And the melody will continue to guide you further into the quiet depths of sleep. The gentle current, which has been your silent, unwavering guide throughout your serene journey, now delivers you with the utmost tenderness to the very edge of that sacred threshold. It is a moment of profound arrival, a soft culmination of your tranquil passage. Here, at this delicate precipice between your journey and your destination, the entire world seems to pause, holding its breath in reverent stillness. Every distant sound fades into an almost imperceptible hum, every lingering thought begins to dissolve, and a palpable sense of peace descends upon you. Before you, stretching out in an expanse of profound and breathtaking tranquility, lies the magnificent Mirror Lake. Its name is not merely a poetic flourish, a lovely turn of phrase designed to evoke beauty. It is an absolute and undeniable truth, a perfect description of the reality before your eyes. The vast surface of the water is so utterly calm, so perfectly unblemished by even the faintest ripple, so undisturbed by any whisper of wind, that it has transformed itself into an exquisite living looking-glass. It flawlessly, beautifully, and with astonishing clarity, reflects the pale, soft, and ever-deepening hues of the twilight sky above. As you gaze, you notice the delicate spectrum of colors, from the faintest blush of rose to the softest lavender, deepening into a serene azure and then a profound indigo, all mirrored with such pristine precision below. Clouds, like brushed silk, or perhaps like the lightest feathers of an ancient bird, drift lazily, almost imperceptibly, across this immense liquid canvas. Their forms are duplicated with such breathtaking fidelity, such meticulous detail, that it's almost impossible to discern where the actual sky ends and where its perfect reflection begins. The boundary between the two realms blurs into a seamless tapestry of celestial beauty, inviting your gaze to wander freely, losing itself in the boundless expanse. The mountains, ancient and stoic, grand and protective, that cradle this hidden sanctuary within their timeless embrace, also find their majestic peaks and their softly contoured, forested slopes rendered in breathtaking, crystalline clarity on the water's surface. It is a perfect, inverted world, a serene duplicate suspended beneath your feet, creating a sense of profound depth and ethereal beauty that cradles your spirit. Every tree, every subtle shadow, every nuance of the landscape above is reproduced below, inviting a gentle wonder and a deep appreciation for the artistry of nature. As you gaze upon this breathtaking and utterly serene scene, a deep, cleansing breath seems to fill your lungs naturally, effortlessly, as if your very being has been waiting for this moment of absolute stillness. This is not a conscious effort. It is a natural response, an instinctive drawing in of the profound peace that permeates the air. The air here is unlike any you have known before. It is cool and crisp, yet simultaneously imbued with a subtle, comforting, earthy warmth, as if it carries the very essence of the ancient earth itself. It carries the faint, clean scent of damp, moss-covered stone, of rich, fertile soil, and the deep, grounding aroma of ancient trees, a fragrance that speaks of timelessness and natural purity. It feels as though every particle of air has been purified, made lighter, infused with a quiet, restorative energy that gently soothes your very being, reaching into every corner of your mind and body. With each slow, deliberate inhalation, you feel a gentle loosening in your shoulders, a soft, profound release in your brow, as if the unwavering stillness of the lake is slowly, gently, yet powerfully, seeping into your own spirit, calming every nerve and easing every tension. Your jaw softens, your hands relax, your feet feel lighter, grounded yet unburdened. The world outside begins to recede, and you are left with only this exquisite present moment, cradled in a silence so deep it feels like a soft embrace. A narrow, winding path, paved with smooth, well-worn stones, now gently invites you onward. It traces the very edge of the lake, a delicate ribbon leading you deeper into the tranquil embrace of this serene landscape. Each stone underfoot feels cool and smooth, testament to countless footsteps taken over many centuries, each step a quiet echo of those who have sought peace here before. On either side, ancient cedars and venerable maples stand as silent sentinels, their towering forms reaching towards the softening sky like outstretched arms, their branches creating a natural canopy. Their leaves, a rich tapestry of deep, resonant greens and soft, autumnal bronzes, rustle almost imperceptibly in a breeze so gentle it feels like a mere whisper, a soft, ethereal sigh that adds to the pervasive quiet. Patches of emerald moss, vibrant and lush, cling affectionately to the smooth stones of the path and the gnarled bases of the trees, forming soft, velvety carpets that invite the eye to linger, adding a touch of living, vibrant texture to the scene. Each step along this path is unhurried, deliberate, a soft padding sound swallowed almost entirely by the profound quiet that envelopes you, a hushed reverence that makes every movement feel mindful and peaceful. You walk with a sense of grace, feeling completely present, completely at ease, as if the path itself is guiding you tenderly, ensuring every step is a step deeper into serenity. As you draw closer, following the gentle curve of the path, the first unmistakable sign of the sacred shrine emerges from the natural tapestry, a majestic torii gate, standing proudly and elegantly at a soft, gentle bend in the path. It is crafted from dark, aged wood, its deep vermilion hue softened and muted by centuries of sun and rain, yet still retaining enough vibrant warmth to catch the fading light of twilight, glowing with an inner luminescence. There are no harsh edges, no abrupt, jarring lines. Every curve, every joint, every subtle angle speaks of a timeless craftsmanship, a deep and abiding respect for both the natural material and the spiritual essence it represents. Passing beneath the torii feels like stepping through a sacred portal, not into a different physical space, but into an even deeper, more profound layer of peace. It is a realm where time itself seems to slow, to stretch, to dissolve into an eternal, unhurried present, where the worries of the world simply cannot follow. A quiet reverence fills you, a sense of entering a space where the veil between the ordinary and the sacred is thinnest, a place of quiet contemplation and deep spiritual comfort. Beyond the torii, the path widens slightly, gently revealing more of the sacred grounds. Small, elegantly shaped stone lanterns, weathered by the gentle passage of time and adorned with a soft, delicate blanket of emerald moss, line the path at regular, comforting intervals. As the twilight deepens further, embracing the landscape in its soft embrace, a warm, golden glow begins to emanate from within these lanterns. This gentle light casts dancing, ethereal patterns of light and shadow on the surrounding foliage, the swaying bamboo, the sturdy pines, and on the smooth, cool stones beneath your feet. This gentle illumination is neither bright nor intrusive. It is a welcoming beacon, a soft, guiding presence that reassures and comforts, illuminating your path forward without ever disturbing the profound tranquility. Each lantern seems to hold a tiny, warm secret, a silent invitation to linger, to breathe, to simply be. The air around these lanterns seems to shimmer with a quiet energy, a palpable sense of ancient peace and gentle protection. And then, nestled amongst a grove of whispering bamboo and venerable, ancient pine trees, the shrine itself comes into view. It is an edifice of understated elegance, built almost entirely of unpainted cypress wood aged gracefully over countless years to a sublime, silvery gray patina that speaks volumes of its enduring history and quiet dignity. The roof, gently curved with a graceful, upward sweep, is covered with thick, overlapping layers of cypress bark, meticulously arranged. Their edges, softened by time and a delicate tracery of moss, give it a soft, organic texture, as if it grew naturally from the earth itself. There are no ostentatious decorations, no grand flourishes designed to impress, only the pure, clean lines of traditional Japanese architecture, harmonizing perfectly, effortlessly, with the natural world around it. The shrine doesn't demand attention. It simply exists in quiet, profound beauty, a testament to simplicity and reverence. A profound sense of reverence washes over you, a feeling of being in the presence of something ancient, something sacred, yet utterly welcoming and deeply comforting. The air here feels even softer, imbued with a palpable stillness that seems to hum with a gentle, unseen energy, a vibration of pure peace. It's a feeling of deep peace, of being completely safe and utterly at ease, as if you have returned to a long-forgotten sanctuary within your own heart. The only sounds are the almost imperceptible rustle of leaves high in the trees, like soft, collective sighs from the ancient guardians of this place, and the very distant, gentle chime of a shurshuro-doshi, a traditional bamboo water fountain, its rhythmic, hollow tap echoing softly from somewhere deeper within the shrine grounds. Each soft clack of the bamboo against the stone is a gentle punctuation. The gentle current, which has been your silent, unwavering guide throughout your serene journey, now delivers you with the utmost tenderness to the very edge of that sacred threshold. It is a moment of profound peace, as the subtle shift in the water's embrace confirms your arrival. Here, at this delicate boundary between the familiar and the wondrous, the air itself feels different. Thicker with tranquility, softer with an ancient hush that seems to cradle every sound. You are not just arriving at a place, but at a feeling, a deep sense of belonging within the heart of quiet magic. As your vessel, no longer needing to navigate, drifts to a silent halt, you perceive the threshold not as a stark barrier, but as a gentle opening, an invitation woven from nature's most exquisite elements. Towering, venerable trees, their branches laden with the delicate blush of early cherry blossoms, form an ethereal archway. Their ancient bark, textured and wise, seems to absorb all harshness, leaving only soft shadows and diffused light. Beneath their protective canopy, the ground is a carpet of emerald moss, impossibly lush and velvety, inviting you to imagine stepping onto its cool, yielding surface. Each tiny frond seems to glow with an inner luminescence, a testament to the life force gently pulsating within this hallowed grove. A faint, sweet fragrance, delicate and intoxicating, drifts on a breeze so light it barely stirs the smallest leaf. It is the scent of damp earth, of blooming sakura, and something else, something subtly wild and clean, like rain-kissed forest and morning dew. This subtle perfume weaves through the air, cleansing and invigorating your senses, yet simultaneously lulling them into a state of profound relaxation. The light here is extraordinary. It is not the bright, assertive glow of day, but a pearlescent shimmer, as if the moon and the dawn have conspired to cast a perpetual, gentle twilight. It filters through the blossoming branches, painting the mossy ground with shifting patterns of silver and rose. Within this hushed sanctuary, a flicker of movement, ethereal and almost imperceptible, draws your gaze. It is not sudden or jarring, but a slow, graceful unfolding, like a dream taking form before your very eyes. From the dappled shadows beneath a particularly ancient cedar, a creature of breathtaking beauty begins to emerge. This is no ordinary forest dweller, but a being woven from moonlight and ancient lore, a kitsune. Its fur, a pristine, almost luminous white, seems to absorb and reflect the pearlescent light of the grove, giving it an otherworldly glow. It moves with an unparalleled elegance, each step a silent ballet, its form flowing like mist over the mossy ground. As it fully steps into the soft glow, you observe its magnificence. Its multiple tails, perhaps 2 or 3, sway with an independent, fluid grace, like silken banners stirred by an unseen current. They are impossibly soft, their tips brushing the moss with a delicate weightlessness that leaves no trace. The kitsune's head is held high, its slender snout pointed with an aristocratic refinement. Its ears, sharply alert, swivel almost imperceptibly, catching the unheard whispers of the forest. And then, its eyes, deep pools of amber or perhaps a shimmering gold, meet your gaze for the briefest, most gentle moment. There is no challenge, no fear, only an ancient wisdom and a profound, benevolent curiosity that settles upon you like a warm, reassuring blanket. The kitsune pauses, its posture radiating an aura of serene contemplation. It seems to be listening to the silent symphony of the grove, its presence amplifying the tranquility that surrounds you. You notice the delicate whiskers, like fine silver threads, twitching almost imperceptibly, sensing the subtle vibrations of the sacred space. Its movements are never hurried, never abrupt. They are a continuous, flowing poem of grace. It turns its head slowly, admiring a cluster of perfect cherry blossoms, its presence transforming the simple act into a profound appreciation of beauty. A faint, almost musical chime seems to resonate from its very being, though it is a sound felt more in the heart than heard with the ears, a deep, resonant hum of peace. The air around the kitsune seems to thicken with an almost palpable sense of magic, a gentle energy that washes over you like a soft, warm wave. It is a feeling of being utterly safe, deeply cherished, and completely at peace. The worries that once clung to the edges of your mind gently detach, dissolving into the luminous air. The kitsune is not just a creature of myth. It is a living embodiment of the forest's wisdom, its enduring spirit, and its boundless serenity. Its fleeting grace is a gift, a momentary connection to something profoundly pure and ancient. You feel a warmth spreading through your chest, a quiet joy that settles deep within, calming every nerve and soothing every thought. But true to its nature, the kitsune's grace is fleeting, a precious moment observed and cherished. With a final, lingering glance that holds the wisdom of ages, it begins to recede. Its movement is not a departure, but a gentle blending, a silent return to the heart of the grove. It turns, and its luminous white fur seems to melt into the dappled shadows and the delicate pink of the cherry blossoms. One by one, its magnificent tails disappear, each one a whisper into the ethereal light, until only the gentle sway of the branches remains, echoing its elegant passage. There is no sense of loss, only a profound gratitude for having witnessed such exquisite beauty, such quiet power. The space where the kitsune stood still shimmers with a lingering energy, a residual glow of its benevolent presence. The air feels even more tranquil, imbued with a deep, pervasive calm that settles over the entire grove. The fragrance of cherry blossoms seems to deepen, carrying with it a faint, almost imperceptible whisper of ancient tales and forgotten dreams. You feel a profound sense of peace enveloping you, a warmth that radiates from your core outwards, softening every muscle, relaxing every sinew. The memory of the kitsune's luminous fur, its wise eyes, and its silent, graceful movements remains imprinted on your mind, a beautiful, comforting image to hold. This lingering calm, born from the kitsune's fleeting grace, now cradles you completely. The soft, mossy ground beneath the ancient trees, the delicate light filtering through the blossoms, the sweet, clean scent of the forest, all conspire to draw you deeper into a state of utter repose. Your breath becomes slow and even, a gentle rhythm that harmonizes with the quiet pulse of the earth. You feel the gentle embrace of the night beginning to settle around you, a soft, velvet cloak of darkness that promises restorative rest. There is nothing left to do, nowhere else to be, save for this moment of perfect stillness, this profound peace. Let the images of the kitsune, its radiant beauty and its silent wisdom, float gently in your mind as you drift further. Imagine its soft, white fur, Its elegant tails, its calm, knowing gaze. Feel the lingering warmth of its presence, a soothing balm for your soul. The gentle breeze murmurs through the trees, a lullaby whispered by the ancient forest itself, guiding you deeper and deeper into the comforting embrace of sleep. You are safe, you are cherished, and you are utterly at peace. Allow yourself to sink into this profound tranquility, letting go of all wakefulness, surrendering to the quiet magic that now surrounds you, carrying you gently into the deepest, most dream-filled slumber. The gentle current, which has been your silent, unwavering guide throughout your serene journey, now delivers you with the utmost tenderness to the very edge of that sacred threshold. It is a moment of profound stillness, a hushed pause as the water softly releases its hold, allowing you to settle with perfect grace onto what feels like a bed of the softest, most luminous moss. This moss, a verdant carpet woven from threads of pure tranquility, welcomes you without a single rustle or disturbance. Its texture is beyond description, cool yet comforting, yielding just enough to perfectly cradle your form, making you feel entirely supported and exquisitely at ease. Each tiny, velvety frond seems to absorb any residual tension, drawing it gently away into the ancient earth beneath. The air here is different, imbued with an ancient quietude, a palpable sense of peace that seems to ripple through the very fabric of existence, a stillness so profound it hums with a silent, benevolent energy. It carries no trace of the outside world, no harshness, no sharp edges, only an eternal, soft breath that invites you to simply be. A subtle shift in the atmosphere heralds the next stage of your tranquil descent into slumber. It is not a sudden change, but a gradual unfolding, like the slow opening of a dew-kissed lotus at dawn, each petal unfurling with delicate precision, revealing an inner beauty. A warmth, incredibly soft and pervasive, begins to unfurl around you, a comforting embrace that feels as old as time itself, as if the very heart of the universe is gently holding you. This is not the warmth of a fire, nor the harshness of direct sunlight, but something far more gentle, an internal glow that emanates from the very core of this sacred space, a warmth born of deep serenity. It is a warmth that flows without effort, like liquid gold, seeping into your skin with a tender caress, then deeper through your muscles, warming each fiber, easing every knot. It continues its gentle descent, permeating deep into your bones, coaxing every last speck of tension, every lingering stiffness, to simply melt away, dissolving into the soft embrace of the moss beneath you. You feel your shoulders relax, your jaw soften, your brow smooth, as this benevolent warmth permeates your entire being, leaving behind only a profound sense of ease. Then you become aware of it, a breath. Not the fleeting, hurried breath of the everyday world, filled with the demands of haste and urgency, but a profound, slow, rhythmic exhalation that seems to resonate from the very core of the earth beneath you, a deep, resonant sigh from the ancient world itself. It stirs the air with an almost imperceptible tenderness, creating the softest, most delicate breeze imaginable, a whisper of air that barely brushes against your skin, yet brings with it an undeniable sense of calm. This breeze carries with it the purest, most comforting sense, the clean, fresh aroma of rain-kissed earth, as if a gentle spring shower has just cleansed the world, leaving behind only purity, the subtle sweetness of unseen, nocturnal blossoms, their delicate perfumes weaving an intricate tapestry of tranquility, and a hint of something uniquely ancient and pure, like polished jade warmed by moonlight, a scent of timeless wisdom and enduring peace. Each inhale of this air fills your lungs with tranquility, a gentle current of calm flowing into every cell of your body, and each exhale releases any lingering whisper of the day's concerns, any tiny speck of worry, leaving you lighter, freer, more deeply at ease, as if shedding a weight you didn't even realize you were carrying. This gentle, rhythmic current of air is the breath of Ryu, the benevolent dragon, a guardian spirit of unparalleled wisdom and serenity, whose presence has shaped this sanctuary for eons. You do not see Ryu in its entirety at first, for its presence is too vast, too ethereal to be contained by a single glance, too magnificent for immediate comprehension. Instead, you perceive it through the profound effect it has on the world around you, and on your very being, a pervasive sense of comfort and protection. The air shimmers with a soft, opalescent glow, a diffused luminescence that casts everything in a comforting halo of silver and pearl. This light is not bright or intrusive, rather, it is soft and yielding, shifting subtly from the palest moonstone white to the softest blush of rose, then to a fleeting hint of sky blue, creating an ever-changing, gentle radiance. It's as if the very essence of moonlight, distilled and purified, has been woven into the atmosphere, creating a gentle radiance that bathes your surroundings, soothing the eyes and calming the mind, inviting your spirit to relax and unfurl. As your senses attune to this extraordinary environment, allowing your perception to expand beyond the ordinary, a form begins to coalesce within the sacred mists that perpetually drift through this hallowed space. These mists are not cold or damp, but warm and luminous, like spun starlight, creating a veil of gentle mystery. It is not a fearsome figure, but a being of profound grace and ancient wisdom, resting in an attitude of perfect peace, a pose of timeless repose. Ryu's scales are not sharp or intimidating, but shimmer with the softest colors of a twilight sky, reflecting the ambient glow in a mesmerizing dance of hues. They shift from deep indigo, the color of the deepest, most peaceful night sky, to soft lavender, reminiscent of distant, blooming fields, then to a muted emerald where the light catches them just so, like moss growing on ancient, sacred stones. Each scale is smooth as polished jade, cool to the touch if you were to reach out, reflecting the gentle glow of the air around it, creating a mesmerizing, calming mosaic of shifting hues that mesmerizes the eye without demanding attention, simply inviting contemplation. Its form is immense, yet utterly gentle, suggesting an ancient strength held in perfect stillness, a power so vast it has no need for display, only for quiet guardianship. Ryu's head rests peacefully, its majestic contours softened by the pearlescent light. Its eyes, when they subtly open, are vast and luminous as moonlit pools, reflecting the serene glow of the sanctuary, holding within them an ocean of peace and boundless compassion. These eyes are not fixed on anything external, but seem to contain the entirety of existence within their depths, a silent, all-encompassing understanding. There is no judgment in their depths, only an unwavering understanding that transcends words, a silent promise of protection and profound tranquility. These eyes do not gaze at you in an assessing way, but rather through you, seeing your deepest needs for rest, recognizing the weariness you carry, and offering a silent, soothing benediction, a gentle blessing that washes over your soul. You feel completely seen, completely accepted, and utterly safe within their benevolent gaze. Each slow, deep exhalation from this magnificent being is a wave of pure serenity that washes over you, a palpable current of calm that gently envelopes your entire being. It feels like a warm, silken blanket, woven from the softest threads of peace and comfort, settling upon your shoulders, then flowing down your arms, easing the tension from your elbows, wrists, and fingertips. This wave continues its gentle descent, flowing down your legs, softening your knees, ankles, and toes, easing every muscle, softening every joint, leaving no corner of your body untouched by its soothing influence. With every passing moment, as these waves of serenity continue to wash over you, your body sinks a little deeper into the soft, mossy earth beneath you, feeling completely supported, utterly safe, as if the earth itself is cradling you in a timeless embrace. The rhythm of Ryu's breath becomes your own, a perfectly synchronized dance of calm that slows your heart rate to a peaceful, steady beat, quiets your thoughts, allowing them to drift away like clouds on a summer breeze, and invites a profound stillness into your mind, a quietude so deep it feels like the very essence of peace. The subtle vibrations of its majestic presence resonate through the very ground, a low, comforting hum that is felt more than heard, a frequency of peace that permeates the earth and everything upon it. It is like the deepest, most resonant note of a temple bell, struck once and sustained endlessly, without beginning or end, a sound that harmonizes with the earth's own pulse, connecting you to the very heartbeat of the planet. This gentle vibration cradles you, a natural lullaby that encourages every fiber of your being to release and surrender to the embrace of sleep. It gently massages away any remaining resistance, any last vestige of wakefulness, inviting you to let go completely. You feel yourself drifting, not away from anything, but deeper into the gentle current, which has been your silent, unwavering guide throughout your serene journey, now delivers you with the utmost tenderness to the very edge of that sacred threshold. It is a moment of profound peace, a quiet pause before a new marvel unfolds, a breath held in the most exquisite tranquility. This current, a subtle yet omnipresent force, has been your steadfast companion, never hurrying, never faltering, always attuned to your deepest need for rest and gentle progression. You feel its final, soft push, a whisper against your being, as it completes its beautiful task, bringing you to a place of unparalleled wonder. There is no effort required, no thought of direction or destination, only the effortless grace of being carried, cherished, and guided with infinite care. The sense of arrival is not one of finality, but of transition, a seamless flow from one state of deep peace to an even deeper embrace of cosmic serenity. As you draw infinitesimally closer, with a slowness that encourages every nerve ending to relax and anticipate only beauty, the ethereal veil of the threshold parts. It does so not with a sound, but with a sensation of soft yielding, like silk parting on a breeze you cannot quite feel, yet instinctively understand with your entire being. Imagine the most delicate gossamer, woven from starlight and cosmic dust, silently drawing aside to reveal a vista beyond earthly comprehension. This parting is a gentle unfolding, an invitation extended by the very fabric of the universe itself, welcoming you into its most cherished chamber. There is no resistance, no barrier, only an open pathway bathed in soft, inviting luminescence, beckoning you forward with an unspoken promise of ultimate peace and profound rest. The air around you seems to hum with a quiet energy, a silent anticipation that is entirely comforting, free from any hint of suspense or unease. And then, before you, it appears in its full, breathtaking glory, the Amanagawa, the heavenly river, a celestial waterway unlike anything you have ever imagined, or could ever have dreamt possible. It is not water in the earthly sense, but a vast, shimmering expanse of liquid starlight, flowing with an ineffable grace that speaks of eternity and boundless tranquility. Its surface is a dynamic, living tapestry of incandescent silver, reflecting the quiet majesty of countless distant suns, and soft, pale gold, imbued with the warmth of cosmic dawn. These radiant hues are interwoven with delicate whispers of lavender and rose, emanating from distant nebulae that paint the cosmic canvas, and the deep, comforting blues of ancient cosmic dust clouds, swirling in slow, mesmerizing patterns. The colors shift and blend with an organic fluidity, never jarring, always harmonious, creating an ever-changing masterpiece designed purely to soothe the eye and quiet the mind. Each ripple, each gentle undulation of this luminous river, carries with it a kaleidoscope of these celestial tints, merging and separating in a silent, cosmic dance. Within its gentle currents, tiny, countless pinpricks of light, like miniature, perfectly formed stars, are suspended. They are not merely reflections but seem to possess their own intrinsic glow, winking and sparkling with an ancient, knowing light that feels both infinitely old and eternally new. These miniature stars drift and swirl, forming ephemeral constellations that dissolve and reform with the river's slow motion, each one a tiny beacon of peace within the larger flow. They dance with a playful yet profound serenity, creating a sense of depth and vibrancy within the liquid starlight. As you gaze upon them, you might feel as though each little light holds a secret, a quiet blessing, a gentle reminder of the boundless beauty and infinite possibilities that exist within the universe. Their soft luminescence adds another layer of shimmering comfort to the scene, inviting your gaze to linger, to absorb their quiet, steady glow, and to feel your own inner light resonate with their peaceful presence. The air here is cool, crisp, and exquisitely clean, carrying the faintest, most delicate scent, an essence so pure it is almost beyond description. It is like the distilled aroma of distant dew from a world unseen, of newly formed stars breathing their first radiant light, and the pure, vast, invigorating silence of space itself, all blended into an aroma that is profoundly refreshing and utterly calming. This fragrance is not strong or overwhelming, but a subtle, ethereal whisper that gently invigorates your senses without disturbing your peace. It fills your lungs with a renewed sense of vitality, a clean breath that cleanses not just your body, but your very spirit. With each inhalation, you draw in this exquisite cosmic perfume, feeling it permeate every cell, washing away any lingering staleness or weariness, leaving you feeling utterly refreshed and deeply tranquil. It is the scent of pure being, of infinite possibility, and of profound, unspoiled peace. You feel a subtle, almost imperceptible shift beneath you, a soft embrace as the very fabric of this celestial realm welcomes you, accepting you into its gentle fold. It is a feeling of being perfectly aligned, perfectly supported, as if the universe itself is exhaling a sigh of contentment as you arrive. The current that brought you here now merges seamlessly with the Amanagawa, its gentle energy dissolving into the greater, more expansive flow, guiding you with an exquisite gentleness onto its luminous surface. There is no jolt, no sudden movement, only a continuous, flowing transition, so smooth it is almost imperceptible. It's like slipping from a soft cloud onto an even softer, more radiant cloud, perfectly cushioned and effortlessly buoyant. You are not just entering the river, you are being invited to become a part of its serene journey, to partake in its endless, peaceful drift, held securely and tenderly by forces beyond your understanding, yet entirely benevolent. You are no longer merely touching the edge, you are now floating effortlessly upon the Amanagawa itself. It feels like being cradled in the softest hammock imaginable, spun from threads of purest moonlight and woven with the finest stardust, perfectly supported, utterly weightless. The sensation is one of complete release, a profound surrender to the absolute comfort of this celestial embrace. Every muscle in your body, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head, begins to relax even further, softening and melting into the profound ease of this sublime experience. Imagine every tiny knot of tension, every subconscious clenching, simply dissolving, unraveling like a forgotten ribbon in a gentle breeze. There is no need for effort, no need for thought, no need to hold yourself up or steer your course. There is only the serene surrender to the river's slow, unwavering flow, a flow that promises to carry you deeper into rest. Your body feels light, ethereal, almost translucent, as if it is becoming one with the luminous currents beneath you, perfectly balanced and completely at peace. As you drift, the light from the Amanagawa envelopes you, a gentle, warm luminescence that feels like the softest, most comforting blanket woven from pure, cosmic peace. It is not a harsh or bright light that might disturb. Instead, it is a soft, ambient glow that penetrates gently, easing any lingering tension in your mind and spirit, seeping into the deepest corners of your being. You might imagine it as if you are slowly, gracefully dissolving into this river of light, becoming one with its peaceful, shimmering essence, losing all sense of separation. The boundaries between you and this heavenly stream begin to blur, dissolving into a seamless continuum, leaving only a sense of boundless tranquility and infinite connection. This light is a balm for the soul, a gentle embrace that whispers calm into every fiber of your existence, washing away shadows and filling you with an unshakable sense of inner peace. It is the light of pure existence, serene and unburdened, reflecting the very essence of universal harmony. Above you, the sky is an impossibly deep indigo, a velvet canvas upon which billions of stars are scattered like diamonds thrown by a divine hand, each one placed with purposeful beauty. They twinkle with a quiet brilliance, each a distant, silent guardian of the cosmos, watching over your serene journey. Some are solitary jewels, shining with a steady, unwavering light, while others cluster into soft, hazy constellations, their patterns shifting and reforming with an ethereal grace as you slowly drift. There are no clouds here to obscure this magnificent vista, only the infinite expanse of the heavens, a breathtaking panorama of eternal beauty that stretches beyond comprehension, yet it feels entirely safe, entirely intimate, as if this celestial display is arrayed just for you. The vastness is not overwhelming but deeply comforting, a reminder of the boundless peace that holds you. You might find your gaze gently tracing the arcs of distant galaxies, their spiral arms shimmering with untold stars, each movement of your eyes feeling utterly relaxed and unhurried. The gentle pulse of the universe seems to emanate from this deep indigo, a steady, rhythmic heartbeat that lulls you further into a state of profound calm, connecting you to the very core of cosmic stillness. The banks of the Amanagawa are not solid earth as you know it. As the gentle current, your silent, unwavering guide, has been delivering you with the utmost tenderness, a cradling embrace, along a path of pure serenity. Now, with an almost imperceptible slowing, it guides you to the very edge of what might be considered a sacred threshold. Yet, as you arrive, you find it is not a gate to be opened with effort, nor a solid boundary to be crossed with conscious will. There are no imposing structures, no walls, no barriers to navigate. Instead, the threshold itself seems to possess an ephemeral quality, a willingness to yield. It begins to dissolve, not with a sudden jolt, but with a graceful, unhurried ease, melting away like the softest morning mist kissed by the earliest, gentlest rays of dawn. It simply dissipates, fading into pure transparency, revealing a world not entered through a portal, but rather unveiled around you, flowing seamlessly, effortlessly, and completely into your awareness, becoming your new, tranquil reality. Before you, and all around you, unfolding in every direction as far as the soft focus of your gaze can perceive, lies an ethereal landscape painted in the most delicate, softest hues imaginable. This is the heart of the Sakura no Sato, the village of cherry blossoms, yet it feels less like a conventional village and more like an endless, shimmering garden of profound and timeless peace. Here, the very air hums with a quietude that soothes the spirit. Towering cherry trees, ancient and venerable, their gnarled branches reaching like welcoming, protective arms, stand in graceful abundance. Their forms are sculpted by centuries of gentle breezes, their silhouettes speaking of enduring tranquility. They stretch infinitely, a verdant and blooming expanse, as far as the eye can perceive in every direction, creating an immersive forest of delicate beauty. Their blossoms, in every conceivable shade of softest blush pink, from the palest hint of rose to a deeper, comforting flush, purest ethereal white, like freshly fallen snow, and the most delicate, subtle lavender, kissed by twilight, create a luminous, living canopy overhead. This vast, intricate lacework of petals and leaves filters the gentle, diffused light of a perpetual, tender twilight. It is a light that never quite brightens into day, never quite dims into night, but simply is a constant, soft, dreamlike glow, bathing everything in a soothing radiance that encourages rest and introspection. The light itself feels soft to the touch, a gentle balm for the eyes, easing any lingering tension. And then you see them, not just scattered petals, but a continuous, silent, miraculous snowfall of delicate sakura petals. They descend with an exquisite, unhurried slowness, each tiny bloom a feather-light whisper against the perfectly still air, twirling and dancing in an unseen, benevolent breeze that feels like the very breath of the garden itself. They are not falling in a hurry, not rushing to meet the earth, but rather drifting, spiraling, performing an elegant, unhurried ballet down towards the ground. It is a ballet orchestrated by the very breath of peace itself, a quiet symphony of descent. Each petal seems to carry a tiny, shimmering spark of serene energy, a fleeting moment of perfect tranquility, a miniature blessing sent from the heavens above. As they float past your eyes, a gentle current of air carries them close, and you feel them brush against your skin with an almost imperceptible caress, a touch softer than the finest silk, cooler than morning dew, yet somehow warmer than any sunbeam could ever be, a paradox of comfort. This gentle, fleeting touch is a profound invitation to release, to relax completely, to surrender to the moment, and simply be. The sheer volume of these descending petals creates a mesmerizing, hypnotic visual, a soft, constant movement that lulls the mind into a state of serene acceptance, washing away any residual thoughts or worries with their ethereal dance. The ground beneath your feet is no longer solid earth, no hard surface, but a deep, luxuriant carpet woven from countless layers of these fallen petals. It is impossibly soft and springy, a vibrant tapestry of pink and white that cushions you completely, absorbing every sensation of weight or pressure. It feels like walking on a cloud or sinking into a bed of the softest down. Every step you might choose to take, if you felt the slightest inclination to move, would be cushioned by this fragrant, living embrace, but there is no need to move. You are perfectly placed, perfectly supported, as if cradled by the very essence of comfort itself, held gently by the earth. The layers of petals beneath you are so deep, so yielding, that you feel a sense of weightlessness, as if you are floating just above the surface, completely unburdened. This soft, nurturing foundation invites you to let go, to release every muscle, every fiber of your being into its gentle support. A hushed, symphonic melody fills the air, a barely there rustle of leaves as the gentle breeze sighs through the ancient branches above, a sound like a soft, collective whisper, a secret shared between the trees. This is mingled with the almost silent flutter of a million descending petals, like the softest, most comforting rain that brings only solace and calm, never chill, never disturbance. The combined effect is a subtle, ambient hum that is more felt than heard, a vibrational peace. Occasionally, a faint, distant melody, perhaps from a forgotten bamboo flute, its notes elongated and pure, or a koto played by unseen, benevolent hands, its strings plucked with exquisite tenderness, drifts in and out of hearing. It is a timeless lullaby, woven from pure moonlight and cherry blossom dreams, a melody that does not demand attention, but rather invites your mind to gently wander, to follow its soothing undulations as if on a soft current, guiding your thoughts effortlessly towards a deeper state of peace. The music is not a performance, but an emanation, a natural part of this serene landscape, designed to calm and comfort, to whisper of ancient stories and eternal tranquility. It wraps around you like a soft shawl, encouraging your mind to quieten, to let go of any external noise or internal chatter. The air itself is a delicate perfume, a sweet, ethereal scent of cherry blossoms, light and intoxicatingly pure, mingled subtly with the freshness of pure, clear water, perhaps from an unseen stream, and the clean, grounding aroma of ancient wood emanating from the wise old trees. It is an aroma that deepens with each gentle, unhurried inhalation, filling your lungs with profound peace, soothing every single fiber of your being, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. This fragrance is not overpowering, never cloying, but rather a gentle, constant presence that reminds you of the beauty and tranquility surrounding you, an invisible embrace. With each breath, you draw in more of this serene essence, allowing it to permeate your very core, dissolving any remnants of tension or stress. It is a breath of pure, unadulterated calm, a cleansing aroma that purifies and pacifies, guiding you deeper into relaxation. The subtle interplay of floral sweetness, crisp water, and earthy wood creates a harmonious blend that is both uplifting and deeply grounding, connecting you to the natural beauty of this sacred space. The air is perfectly temperate, neither warm nor cool, but a comforting, soft embrace that perfectly matches your own inner warmth, creating an exquisite harmony between your body and your surroundings. It feels as though you are enveloped in a soft, breathable cloud, woven from the very essence of tranquility, a perfect climate designed to foster the deepest relaxation. There is no discomfort here, no drafts, no stifling heat, only perfect equilibrium, a gentle stillness that supports your journey towards rest. This gentle, consistent temperature wraps around you like the softest blanket, encouraging your muscles to release their hold, to unfurl and relax completely. It is an environment of absolute comfort, where every external factor aligns perfectly with your internal desire for peace, allowing you to simply exist in a state of utter ease. These are not ordinary petals. These are the cherry blossom petals of sleep. Each one, as it drifts down from the endless canopy above, carries with it a tiny fragment of slumber, a delicate thread of serene unconsciousness, a whisper of deep, restorative rest. They are imbued with ancient magic, with the gentle wisdom of the trees, and the timeless peace of this sacred garden. As they settle around you, on your clothes like soft adornments, in your hair like delicate jewels, on the ground forming a plush carpet, they seem to weave a gentle spell, a beautiful enchantment designed solely to guide you into the deepest, most peaceful sleep imaginable. Each petal is a tiny messenger of calm, a benevolent guardian of your rest, gently encouraging your journey into dreamland. They carry the promise of renewal, the soft invitation to let go of the day and embrace the profound quiet of the night. Imagine them now, settling softly on your eyelids, so light you barely feel their presence, yet carrying with them the irresistible urge to close your eyes, to drift, to let go of all wakefulness. They are like miniature blessings, each one encouraging your muscles to soften, to release, to untangle every knot of tension. Feel them gently brush your forehead, smoothing away any lingering thoughts or worries. Imagine them descending onto your shoulders, easing any burdens you might have carried, allowing them to melt away into the petal-soft ground. They settle on your chest, encouraging your breath to deepen, to become utterly even, utterly calm, a gentle, rhythmic tide of peace. Feel their delicate touch on your hands, prompting your fingers to uncurl and relax. They drift onto your legs, soothing any residual restlessness, and finally, settle on your feet, releasing any tension from your journey, grounding you deeply in this peaceful moment. Each petal, a silent, weightless touch, contributes to a cumulative sensation of profound relaxation, an enveloping warmth of calm that begins to spread throughout your entire being, inviting you to surrender completely to the gentle pull of sleep. Now, with an almost imperceptible slowing, the gentle current, your silent, unwavering guide, begins its final, tender deceleration. The sensation is akin to a soft sigh breathed out by the very earth beneath you, a gradual, graceful diminishing of motion that feels less like a stop and more like a settling into the deepest, most comforting embrace imaginable. You are not arriving with any jolt or sudden halt, but rather melting into the very fabric of the dreamscape, as if the water itself is dissolving into the purest, most tranquil air, leaving you suspended in a cocoon of profound stillness. This deceleration is so exquisitely gentle, so utterly gradual, that you might not even notice the precise moment when movement ceases entirely. Instead, you simply become aware of a deepening calm, a sensation of being perfectly held and effortlessly at peace. It's as if the world itself has taken a soft breath, and with that exhale, you are gently lowered into a state of absolute repose, cradled by the very essence of quietude. Your journey, a meandering dance on the water's surface, has culminated in this perfect, unhurried arrival, a seamless transition from gentle motion to profound, enveloping rest. The faint, rhythmic lapping that has accompanied your journey softens further, becoming an almost inaudible murmur, like secrets whispered by the oldest stones themselves, sharing tales of forgotten times and endless peace. This soft sound, once a gentle punctuation to your passage, now fades into the background, merging with the growing silence, until it becomes a subtle echo within your own relaxed awareness. The water around you, which moments ago carried you with such purposeful ease, now shimmers with a deeper, more profound tranquility. Its surface reflects a world of muted greens and soft, diffused light, hinting at a new, sacred space you are gently entering, a sanctuary nestled deep within the heart of ancient serenity. The reflections are like liquid paintings, abstract and soothing, shifting with such subtle grace that they seem to breathe with the quiet rhythm of the forest. The air itself feels distinct here, cooler, yet not cold, imbued with a fresh, clean scent, carrying the subtle perfume of damp earth, ancient moss, and perhaps the faint, sweet breath of unseen blossoms unfolding in the twilight of this dream. It is an air that feels purified, ancient, and deeply restorative, filling your lungs with each slow, even breath, bringing an even deeper sense of calm to your entire being. As the last whisper of movement dissipates, you find yourself cradled in a natural basin, a serene pool of crystalline water so exquisitely clear you can see the smooth, dark river stones resting peacefully on its bed, each one rounded by millennia of gentle currents and soft, patient erosion. These stones, worn by time into perfect harmony, seem to radiate an enduring quietude, their dark surfaces absorbing and reflecting the soft light in a way that feels grounding and secure. The water is shallow here, allowing you to feel its soft, cool embrace around you without any sense of depth or vastness, merely a comforting support that perfectly conforms to your body, holding you effortlessly. It is a gentle, liquid cushion, a perfect cradle. Above you, the canopy of the forest, which had been a distant blur of emerald, now resolves into a magnificent tapestry of ancient trees, each leaf, each branch, a brushstroke in nature's grand design. Giant cryptomerias, their rugged trunks draped in velvety emerald moss that glows with an inner luminescence, reach skyward like venerable guardians, their branches interlacing to form a living cathedral, a natural dome of verdant peace. Between their majestic forms, you glimpse the delicate, feathery leaves of Japanese maples, their summer green promising a vibrant autumn yet to come, a future beauty held in serene anticipation, and the slender grace of bamboo stalks, swaying with an almost imperceptible, rhythmic hush, like quiet dancers in a timeless grove. Each element of this natural architecture contributes to an overwhelming sense of shelter and protection, a comforting embrace from the ancient world. The light that filters through this verdant ceiling is utterly ethereal, a luminous blessing from a realm beyond the ordinary. It is not the direct, piercing light of a full day, nor the stark, cold glow of the moon, but something in between, a luminous, soft luminescence that seems to emanate from the very air itself, imbuing everything with a gentle, inner radiance. It dances in dappled patterns on the water's surface, creating shifting mosaics of gold and silver that ripple and fade with exquisite slowness, like brushstrokes on a canvas of liquid silk. Each ray feels like a gentle caress, a tender touch on your skin, illuminating motes of dust that drift lazily in the air, sparkling like tiny, silent stars caught in a slow, dreamlike ballet. This is the light of ancient dreams, a glow born of timeless peace and quiet contemplation, bathing everything in an aura of profound sanctity, a sacred radiance that soothes the eyes and calms the soul. It is a light that asks nothing of you, demanding no attention, only offering its soft, unwavering presence, inviting you to simply absorb its gentle warmth and pervasive tranquility, letting it wash away any lingering shadows from your mind. A breath of wind, almost imperceptible, stirs the highest leaves of the trees, creating a sound like distant, silken whispers, a soft murmur that feels like a secret shared only with you. It is a whisper that carries tales of centuries, of seasons turning through countless cycles of growth and rest, of benevolent spirits tending to the wild heart of Japan, guardians of this sacred place. This gentle breeze brushes against your skin with the lightness of a dragonfly's wing, a delicate, reassuring touch that reaffirms your presence in this hallowed space, a tender acknowledgement from the natural world. It carries with it the faint, sweet scent of the forest floor, a grounding aroma of pine needles, damp earth, and the subtle, sweet scent of wild ginger, all mingling to create an exquisite, natural incense that deepens your sense of peace and belonging. This olfactory symphony is a gentle invitation to sink deeper into the present moment, allowing the pure, clean scents to purify and calm your senses, guiding you further into a state of profound relaxation. The air itself feels alive with a quiet, ancient energy, a subtle vibration that resonates with your own inner stillness. As your senses attune to this new environment, you become aware of the subtle symphony of the forest, a harmonious blend of nature's softest sounds. The distant, soft cooing of a wood pigeon, a sound like a lullaby woven into the stillness, drifts through the canopy, a gentle, repetitive melody that encourages deep relaxation. It is a sound of pure contentment, a soft whisper of life thriving in peaceful solitude. The gentle hum of unseen insects, a barely their vibration, adds to the sense of life thriving in quiet harmony, a delicate background chorus that never intrudes but rather enriches the profound silence. And beneath it all, the ever-present, deep silence itself, a silence so profound it feels like a soft, heavy blanket wrapped around your thoughts, inviting them to quieten, to rest, to simply be. This is not an empty silence, but a silence rich with presence, with the quiet breathing of the ancient earth, the silent growth of the trees, and the deep, unwavering pulse of nature. It is a silence that speaks volumes of peace, a comforting hush that allows your mind to gently unwind and release the need for constant thought, guiding you effortlessly towards a state of pure, untroubled awareness. This place feels ancient, steeped in the very essence of time that has passed in gentle, unhurried cycles. Moss-covered stones, worn smooth by countless rains and winds, lie scattered along the banks of the pool, each one a silent witness to eras long past, holding the wisdom of ages within their quiet forms.